Okay, for this first project, what we're going to do is create a new file, and we're going to make it 8 inches wide by 9 inches tall. And we're going to go ahead and hit the Create button right here. What we're going to do is first place an image. So I'm going to go to File and Place, and I'm going to bring in from my Downloads folder the file that I downloaded. It's called RW1.png, and I'm going to go ahead and hit place. Now, if I click, you're going to see that this image is way too big for the artboard that I have created. So instead of clicking, what I'm going to do is go to File, Place, and I'm going to click and drag to make it fit inside of the artboard. So if I get my mouse right here, my smart guides are going to help me find that corner, and I'm going to click and drag to here, and now it fits perfectly. If I am in the Essentials Classic layout right here, which if yours is a little bit messed up, doesn't look like mine, hit Reset Essentials Classic. You can see on this toolbar right here, I have a Layers panel. I'm going to click that, and what I'm going to do is click on Layer 1, this little chevron. It's rightward facing. I'm going to click it so it's down. I'm going to lock this in place. That'll make it so I can't accidentally move this. I don't want my template here that I'm going to be tracing to move on me while I'm working. So basically what we're going to do is take our pen tool right here, keyboard shortcut P, and I'm going to click on each dot. If you look in right here, it says number 1. However, it's heavily pixelated, so we want to create a vectorized version of this so that we can scale it up to different sizes. I'm going to click one time here. I'm going to hold the Shift key because this is a straight line. I'm going to click to number 2 here. This is a 45-degree angle, so I can keep holding Shift because the pen tool snaps to 45-degree increments. And then here, I can't hold Shift because this is not a 45-degree angle, so I have to do my best to line that up. I'm going to come to here, and I'm going to close this shape out. Then what I'd like you to do is to just change the colors. It doesn't really matter what colors. I'm going to go with actually I'm going to go with like a yellow fill, sort of Superman-ish yellow right here. And then on the stroke, I'm going to make it red like so, and I'm going to increase the stroke size. Now notice right here, I can click on stroke, and I can put the path on the middle of the stroke. I can put the path on the outside of the stroke, or the stroke on the inside of the path, and then vice versa right here. It's up to you where you put it. I just want you to note that you can make that adjustment. I'm going to increase my stroke size to size 10. Now, if I press the space bar and I click and drag over here, I'm going to create my next pen tool design. So I'm going to click on 1. I'm going to come down to 2 right here. I hold Shift so that I make this a straight line, and I'm going to continue my way across in order to create this star. Now notice that when I get to this step, I can't really see these lines or the dots anymore, especially right here. I can't see, like, where does this next one go? So in this case, I have to click on my fill and then turn it off temporarily so that I can create the shape, so I can actually see where I'm going. It's not uncommon to have to do this as you are making vector shapes. Then I can go ahead and I can turn it back on like so. Now if I come down here to the lightning bolt, I'm going to click 1 here. I'm going to click here. I like to hold Shift on this instance right here so that it's a nice straight line, and then Shift again right here. Click here, and then all of a sudden at this point I can't necessarily see the next line, so again I have to turn off my fill by clicking this red line. I'm going to click here holding Shift because it's a straight line, come up to here, hold Shift, and then finish it off right here. Now in this instance you can see that I get a little bit of weirdness going on right here. I don't really have this point, and so what may end up happening is I may have added inadvertently a handle by clicking and dragging, so I'm going to click this button to smooth it, but then I'm going to make it corner again. Now if I still get that little blunt end right there, then I'm going to change the position of my stroke. So in this instance, I'm going to go ahead and make the stroke on the inside. I'm going to decrease its size like so that I get a nice pointy edge right there, and I'll add in a fill to my design. So I'll use my selection tool and click it like so, and I'll boost this up a little bit more like so. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and hit File, Save. Now I want to save this to my Creative Cloud, so I'm going to put it into my February folder. I'm going to call this RW1 for Rachel Walker 1, and then I'm going to hit Save. And what you'll see is that I get this message. For today, you can go ahead and hit OK. And you may not get that message because actually what we're going to do when we first bring this image in, if I unlock this right here, we're going to click this embed button. All right, so that'll embed the image into the document, so it won't be linked. I'll talk more about that in class. Now, if I hit save again, Command S, I can see up here there's no asterisk, so I know that it's safe. In order to submit this, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your Creative Cloud utility, and you go to the Files section right here, and we're going to go to the February folder, which is over here, and we're going to right-click on this, and we're going to download a local copy of this. All right, so RW1, I'm going to save it to my desktop. I'm going to go ahead and hit Open, and now you will see if I minimize this, there's a copy of the file right here on my desktop that I can submit to Google Classroom. Best of luck.